subscribed, welcome back, my darling. And if you have not yet subscribed, this is your moment. This is your moment to subscribe. Yeah, and while you're down there subscribing, because I have faith that you will, also turn your notifications on for all notifications and become a part of the Morgan Shay Notify Gang. So today is my first ever collab. Today I'm collabing with Kai Styles here on YouTube. We also did a get ready with me. Of course, this is pre-filmed, so it is not this look right here, but we did do a get ready with me on his Facebook page, Kai Styles. And if you head over to his channel, which is linked down in the description box, go over there, subscribe to his channel. He is telling his first ever story, and it is an embarrassing story. So we're both telling an embarrassing story of something that's happened to us, and I cannot wait to hear what he tells. Also, he has a secondary channel, also be linked below, and him and his basically husband is starting tiny living. They bought an RV and they're about to be traveling and tiny living, and I'm so pumped to see where that goes. So do be sure to subscribe to Kai Styles and Levi Kites. Both of the channels are linked below, but you definitely want to watch part 2 to this and the collab with Kyle and see what his embarrassing story is. So yeah, be sure to click the links down below. Okay guys, so like I said, this is an embarrassing story.
Okay guys, disclaimer, this story time is about period and nasty period stuff. If this is going to bother you, please click out of the video now. This is your final warning.
And this story is so embarrassing. I just cannot with it. Every time I think about it, I get the cringe. It's just a state of cringe every time I think about it. And this is going back to one of the first times that me and Chris went on a date. And I was so into Chris. If you don't know the background of me and Chris, we went to high school together. I used to have the biggest crush on him. I thought he was so hot in high school. He was like a football player, and I thought he was so hot. And he actually dated one of my best friends. Well, kind of dated. They talked in high school, so he was off territory, but I thought he was so hot. And now I've learned that he thought that I was the most beautiful girl in the school, which is just crazy to even that's just wild for somebody to even tell me. But fast forward to we're grown-ups, and he asked me out on a date, and we go. Now, I was so nervous going on a date with this guy because I was obsessed with him. I thought he was so hot, and I just couldn't believe that I was talking to a guy who I went to school with. And oh my God, I cannot believe that I'm about to tell you guys this fucking story. It makes me die inside. So we have this perfect first date. It's literally perfect. And fast forward probably another 2 weeks, and I give in and we hook up. Now, we had drank a little bit at dinner, but it wasn't I wasn't drunk and he wasn't either. It was I think I had 2 Cosmopolitans and he had a couple of beer. It was nothing. And his dad owns a bar. And so we went to the bar afterwards, and I think we had a couple more drinks each. So it wasn't anything like that. And we go back to his place, and I was ready to hook up. I was ready. This is the moment I've been waiting for. This is the moment. And we hook up. Now, I go to bed, and he does too, after we hook up, whatever. The next morning, y'all. I hate this. This is always how these stories go for me. And forever, this is going to be a story that he thinks is no big deal, and I die inside over, because this happened literally the first time we hooked up. I wake up, he's not in the bed. God, it's deja vu if you've heard my other story time with my ex. And when I wake up, you guys, I still have all the blankets, the sheets, and everything. And his shower was right outside of his bedroom, so I can hear that he's in the shower. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I set up and I'm scrolling through my phone, whatever. I'm messaging my mom back because at the time, me and my mom were kind of living together. And I'm like, she's like, oh, was it finally the night? Like, me and my mom have a great relationship. And all of a sudden, I feel like I'm on my period. If you're a female, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Like that feeling like you're on your period. You're bloated, you're crampy, like you can just feel it. And so I'm like, shit, he's in the bathroom. Y'all, when I stand up out of this bed, it looked like someone had died in this bed. Like, it was a crime scene. That's all. This bed looked like a crime scene. It was filled like it. Oh my God, it was so disgusting, you guys. He comes in the room and I'm like, oh my God, please tell me that. And I was like, please tell me that I did not get this all over you. And he was like, babe, it's no big deal. You know, you didn't know, but apparently you were on your period last night. That he was so sweet, thinking like, I had no clue, you guys. I had no idea I had started my period, but I had, because the pants that I had on, guys, oh, this is so embarrassing. I can't believe I'm telling you all this. The pants that I had wore the night before literally had like a little bitty spot. So I'm thinking like maybe it had, like I started like on the way to his place. Like, I don't fucking know, but I started at some point because there was like a little bitty spot. It was everywhere, guys. It was literally everywhere. And he acted like it was no big deal. Guys, this was like the end all be all for me. I would have much rather farted all over him than this happened. Because he said he woke up and he was like, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. And then I can see his boxers sitting on top of his laundry basket, y'all. And it looks like he's literally mopped up a pool of blood with this goddamn boxers. Y'all, I was dying inside. I was like, oh my God. Because the first time that me and Chris like started talking, I was like, this is my person. Like, we're just perfect for each other. Like, we're opposites, but it works. Like, he's very quiet, mellow. I'm very like, bleh! And like, oh my God, it just works. And so I was fucking mortified. And I'm like texting my mom like, oh my fucking God, you know, freaking out. So we get ready, whatever. It's like, it's no big deal. I promise it's not a big deal. Well, mind you, later that day, he took me to Gatlinburg, which is like Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville. It's like right down, we live right near it. And so we're out and about. And oh my God, y'all, do you know where this is going? I bled through my tampon. We are in Gatlinburg, and I get in my purse because I could like feel that I needed to change it. And I look in my purse and I do not have another tampon. And I literally look at Chris and I'm like, I don't have another tampon and I need one. If you're familiar with Gatlinburg, like, there's shops, but it's not like places where you can buy tampons. And like, the place that there was to buy tampons was like a Walgreens. And it's the only one on the strip in Gatlinburg. And it was like all the way at the other end. So we start jogging towards this Walgreens. I'm mortified because now I'm sure. Now I'm like, sure, like he's never gonna talk to me again. This is literally the last time I'm ever gonna talk to him. Go inside, y'all. My card gets declined. Oh, starting to get on the phone with my bank. They don't know why it's declining, so I tried again and it works. My God, he was offering to like pay for my tampons. I'm like, no, like the money's there. I don't know why it's not working. By the time I go to the bathroom and change my tampon, instead of just letting him pay for the tampons and me like cash apping him the money back, we stood there and like I talked to my bank, literally. And by the time I go to the bathroom, I've bled through my pants. And so now he is like, I'm buying you pants. Like, you are not walking through Gatlinburg that way. And I'm like, no, I'll buy myself some pants. I end up buying myself some pants, but like after that weekend and like him still like being like so sweet and like, I just knew. I was like, I will love this man for the rest of my life, because this should have ruined any chance in hell I ever had with this man, and it didn't. So that should just show. So yeah, you guys, there's the story about the time that I not only bled all over my brand new boyfriend, who I'm now marrying, but also didn't buy. I was like hard-headed. We can't remember if it was that I didn't like have him stop and buy any, or if I thought I had enough tampons and didn't. We can't remember, but it was like one of the two. Either I didn't like tell him like, hey, we need to stop because I need tampons, or I don't know. I can't remember, but regardless, I didn't have enough because I ended up bleeding all over myself in freaking Gatlinburg. Oh, that was such a mess. But yeah, there's my embarrassing story. Be sure that you do go down in the description box and you do go subscribe to Kai Styles and also watch his embarrassing story, because this is a collab with Kai Styles. Thank you so much, Kai, for collabing with me. I love you so much. Be sure that you do subscribe to this channel before you leave, and also turn your notifications on for all notifications. Become a part of the Morgan Shay Notify gang. Also, be sure that you do follow me on social media. I am just all into the TikTok transformation here lately. If you do follow me on TikTok, does this transformation look familiar right here? It should. Don't forget, we have a huge announcement coming next week, so be ready. And yeah, you guys, I love you all so much, and until next time, bye.